It's been 5 years since the military in Myanmar launched a brutal crackdown of its minority Rohingya population. Human rights groups say that nearly 1 million Rohingya unable to return home are still living in peril. Many sought refuge in neighbouring Bangladesh, where they continue to live in squalid, overcrowded camps with no access to work or education and no chance of citizenship. The United Nations says Myanmar's military campaign was carried out with genocidal intent and that the population of stateless refugees still rely fully on humanitarian assistance for survival. Aung Kyaw Moe is a Rohingya activist and advisor to Myanmar's National Unity Government, a shadow administration formed by lawmakers ousted by the ruling military junta after a coup in February last year. He spoke to TaiwanPlus reporter Rik Glauert.
So could you tell me what the situation for Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar and outside of Myanmar is like 5 years after the 2017 crackdown by the Myanmar military?
Situations remain very same as the one from 2017, where the water was much more safer than the land that they used to live, which meant that people were jumping to cross the Nav River to survive, to escape from atrocities, crimes, genocide carried out by the Burmese military. And nothing has so far improved inside Myanmar. And since the coup, of course, there are additional restrictions being imposed by the junta, and as well as the continued arrest on the freedom of movement was escalated.
Do you think the international community missed warning signs in 2017 and before in the way that the Myanmar military treated its minority Rohingya population, and could it have prevented the violence that we're now seeing from the Myanmar military after the coup last year?
What happened to Rohingya has been systematic, it's intentional, it's pre-planned, and it happened under the witness of international community. International community had the capacity to prevent it and have the capacity to prevent it yet, but international community rather issued statement of concern and showing the sympathy rather than taking concrete actions to save lives. And Rohingya genocide was true for Rohingya 5 years ago. It's true today, it's genocide today, and it is going to be genocide tomorrow, the day after, and in the future as well.
As someone working together with Myanmar's civilian rulers, with its national unity government, with its leaders in exile, what do you think needs to be done to bring peace and accountability for both the Rohingya and for other people in Myanmar that have been experiencing violence from the military there?
Act upon what we preach for. If we're asking for democracy, equality, and justice, we need to ensure everyone in the country is getting that justice, that peace, and that very thing we are looking for and we are preaching for. And I think National United Government has been making effort to ensure that perpetrators are held accountable. Of course, again, the gravity of crimes committed against Rohingya people are in depth, intensity is very high, and Rohingya people, as someone who come from the community, we paid the highest price among others when it's come with Burmese military. Therefore, I think leading the government of the country, the National Unity Government, should ensure that Rohingya are getting what they deserve, particularly the justice and equal rights, similar to other ethnic groups in Myanmar.